Hi guys, welcome to Milgat Farms. Today we're having more water problems. You probably watched a couple of our other videos where we do the sheep waterer and we do something with the chicken waterer. Then we're back to the spring to check on it during a chore day. And this morning we found that the spring had stopped running. Now let me show you what that looks like, or let me show you what the evidence of that looks like. So what you're seeing right here, guys, is our cattle waterer, and it's fed through the pipe that you see sitting right here, and where the blue pipe is attached is a little bit higher, and that sets the height of the water. Water will go into the pipe right here, and then it'll travel underground to a water over that way where it feeds the cattle waterer. But the problem we have right now is no water's coming into this trough, and we've got to figure out what's going on and why. Right below me here, you're going to see that's our chicken bucket waterer, and we siphon water out of this big trough and we put it downstream. You can see over there, there's two waterers in the pasture. So you guys look over that way, you see two waterers in the pasture on the other side there. One feeds another one. All right. So if you guys heard that, that's the bucket or the hose sucking the water dry going down to the other waters. So I shut it off so that we keep that column of water in there. So when we start this thing back up, hopefully in a little bit, that it will then draw that water back down to the other waters. What we're basically doing is taking the water from the trough right behind me here, and we're sending it downstream through a garden hose, really, over to our pasture right back there. And what's going on is we're feeding two sets of animals with this. But today we discovered that the water coming into our trough has stopped. And so we're gonna go check that out. Now we know that this water runs underground right here, and it actually goes about where we're walking through these briars. Not that that's a big deal to the water hose. Other side of this stump over here is the collection box. And the way a lot of these systems are set up is you have a collection point underground somewhere, and in this case, you know, water's coming in. What we have here is we have incoming water through the big tube, potentially from this one. So it looks like this one has possibly two water sources. And if you look down in there in the water, there's supposed to be where the water goes out. This tube, or the piece of pipe here, would allow, in the event this gets stopped up so that it doesn't come above the concrete, it allows it to go downstream. And therein lies our problem. This is stopped up. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get that unstopped up, and we're going to try some air first. So let's see if that works. Guys, we have a plastic bag that we're going to set over top of the hole, and we're going to put our hands around it, poke the air line in it. Wow, that didn't work. All right, what I can tell you is that air is coming back up, which indicates it's going down, stopping somewhere, and bubbling back up. So we're going to have to create a snake to snake this thing out. So guys, we're going to create a snake with some wire from our fencing, and we're going to push it from this point here downstream. Let's see if this is going to work.
Hello.
Hey Josh, how's it going, man?
Yeah, pretty good.
Can't say the same right this minute. Put your finger right there. Just put your hand somewhere right there. Not just hold a grip onto it tight.
Okay.
Walk. Whoa. All right. I want you to stand with your hand approximately right here so we can get an idea where we think this might be. Okay. Right there. Okay, brother. Now, this is going to get weird. So after putting the snake in there, or the piece of wire fence in there, we found a blockage maybe 6 to 10 feet down from where the outlet goes. So we're gonna have to dig it out with the backhoe. Last time we did this, we did it with shovels. Gosh, it wasn't fun at all. And I bought a trencher to do some trenching around the farm, and it has a backhoe on it, and we're definitely gonna use that for this next adventure. This is the first hole that I dug. While I was digging, guys, I was having a hard time finding it. You saw me do some hand digging there for, gosh, it took probably 30, 45 minutes of hand digging, and I didn't get anywhere close to this thing. Eventually, I hooked it with my bucket, and I broke it. Now, I didn't break it. It just popped off the barb fitting that we had replaced previously. And so we dried it out real well, put some duct tape on it, and it's going to be okay. I put the duct tape on because this is not under pressure. If this was a line under pressure like a regular well line, we wouldn't be playing this game. But since it's not, and it's just a gravity flow, the duct tape adhered really well. And then we put the aluminum tape on there so that in the event we come back in here another time and we see that silver, then we know right where we are. Guys, I'm in the second hole. We ran the snake the first time and found a stoppage back behind me about 8 foot. And then we checked it, we separated it, we got what we thought was out of there, and then put the snake back in again, and we found another blockage. And so I dug this hole out, split the line, also snaked it from this point down to the waterer, and found yet another blockage. So we're not going to be able to finish this today. It is, it's gotten close to 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we do have a solution, a temporary solution, which is not really temporary, it's kind of permanent. What we were trying to do with this project was to use the water from a trough that we have down here on the bottom of the property to water our animals over in the pasture, both our male sheep and female sheep, such that we can relieve the stress off of our other spring, which is our permanent spring that normally waters the animals. So we're going to go back and fill that spring, those waterers up for the animals, so that the next day or two that they're going to have enough water while we get this fixed. So we're not able to get this done today, and I'm kind of bummed about that. I was really hoping when we started snaking back there that it would have just blown itself through and been okay. But that is not the case, guys. I have no idea what's in there. It's probably going to take another day or two of snaking and blowing and some other things to really make this work. Guys, in the next video, I'm going to show you the steps that I'm going to go through in order to try to clear this line. You've already seen the way that I tried to blow it out, and it didn't really work well. So I'm going to have to come up with a better way, and I think I've already got that solution fixed. We also tried to snake it. That didn't work either. So if we're not able to snake this or blow it out, we're going to have to retrench from back there to the waterer in order to put a new line in. Guys, tonight's our last night for Vacation Bible School, and our kids have been going each night this week, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful time. So tonight is a picnic night. We can't finish this project. What we're going to need to do is go fill the waterers up on the other side over there so our animals have plenty of water. In the meantime, there really isn't much more we can do here. As always, we really appreciate you guys watching our videos. If you can think of some things that we could do, or you have a question about something, put it in the comments. We'll try to do a video on it. If you like what you're seeing, consider giving us that thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. We hope you're having a great day. Until next time, God bless you guys. Check it out. There's the sheep. There's alpacas.